Too complicated, zero didn't satisfy me. A million didn't make me happy. That's when I learned a lesson that it's all about your perception. Hey, if you pop are a superstar, so you act, so you feel, so you are. Ain't about the size of the, it's about the size of the faith in your heart. There's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. There's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. I'm via Brazil. I met a young brother that made me feel. Hello, 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 beautiful people. Hello. It's been a minute. It has been a minute, family. It's been a minute. And I know like y'all been wondering, like, Coach Felicia, like, where you been at? Like, where you been? We've been looking for you. I'm just here to say that I'm back now. And sometimes there's seasons in life that you have to do this thing called you got to take a step back. You have to take a step back because whatever season you in, especially if you're the type of person, if you are the person that is always pouring out, that is always giving and always on the move, always doing, there's always a season in life where you have to take a step back and you have to really, you need to get poured into. So Coach Felicia had to take a step back because Coach Felicia was really in a place of I needed to be poured into. So I've been in a season of healing all over again, and we'll get in that another time, but healing all over again, developing and just growing and just loving on the Most High, just falling in love with the Most High again. And so today I really just wanted to talk with y'all because you know, we live in a society, we live in a world that is constantly like it's a facade. Everything is fake, everything wants to be fresh face, everything has to be, up to par, picture perfect, video perfect, media perfect. And can I tell y'all that's not even reality? Can y'all agree that's not reality? Like we live in real life. Like a lot of us, yes, I said a lot of us is living real life. And when you're dealing with real life things, because before I even get into that, life be lifing, right? And dealing with real life and you see these picture perfect, whether you're in the space of leadership or even the space in your workspace, you are home, whether you're parenting, no matter what area you are in, right? You find yourself that there's some type of picture perfect picture that your life should look like. Or there's someone telling us or saying to us that, hey, this is what life is, this is what life should look like. But let's be real. Come on, let's be real. Can y'all put real in the comments? Like, I want y'all, if y'all watching the replay, hit type replay in the chat, and I want y'all to put replay and real in the comments because it's not reality. And so when you're faced, it's like it becomes a confliction because now you're faced with, okay, my life is not looking like how they say it should look like, or the expectations of what my parents or my family, or even the workspace that I'm in, it ain't looking like how it's supposed to look. It's looking real ghetto over here. And so I want to talk to y'all about that because it forces us when we are conflicted with reality and then we're conflicted with what the picture perfect picture is, we begin to now wear this facade or wear this mask, I would like to say. And for my people pleasers out there, for my high achievers out there, for my big hearted folks, I call y'all big-hearted souls because if you are listening to me right now, me and you are the same people. For my perfectionist people, come on now, wherever you are in in either one of those categories, we tend to put on a mask because reality really don't be looking like what they say it should be. And when you're forced to wear a mask, you then begin to hide parts of yourself. So when you are in spaces, whether that be in relationships, and y'all know when I say relationships, it's not just romantic relationships. I'm talking about relationship with your children, relationship with your coworkers, relationship with other family members, any type of relationships that you may have. You begin to wear this mask that you have to show up in a certain way because who you really are, you don't think that it's acceptable. Who you really are, you don't think that it is going to be approved by the masses. Y'all feel what I'm putting down? Okay. So now we're faced with this mask, and sometimes we wear these masks for so long, we then say, "Oh, this is just who I am. This is just my identity." Is it really who you are, or is that the mask that you chose to put on? Because for my big-hearted folks, when we have been hurt multiple times by people, when people have showed us that they can't be trusted, and our heart has been broken, things of that nature, we tend to mask that, our big-heartedness. We'll mask it with, "I'm building a wall," or "I'm trying to be strong," or "Don't try me." We tend to get more aggressive for my big-hearted folks. And I can say that because I know you. We're family. I can say that because we family. And that's for my big-hearted folks. So when you're hurt, sometimes you tend to mask, "Oh, I can't trust nobody, ain't nobody, everybody's evil, everybody's wicked," right? "I only got me, myself, and I can only trust me." And so when you have that mindset, you believe that that is part of your identity. That is not your identity. That is a mask that you are wearing. For my perfectionist folks, you feel like you always got to show up for everybody. You got to be there, and everything got to be perfect. This got to be perfect. My relationship got to be perfect. My kids got to be perfect. My marriage got to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect for my perfectionist family members. But that is not rooted in reality. And for my high achievers, I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. My high achiever folks, you feel like you got to put your best foot forward, and you have to get all the degrees. You got to get all the accolades. You got to be on everybody's stadium or everybody's pulpit. You got to be on everybody's stage because this is who you are. You have to be a high achiever. Because if you're not a high achiever, then you have no value. And that is not truth. That is not reality. You're going to be like, "Coach Felisha, you are coming out swinging today. You are coming out like real. You talking to me rough. You talking to me real hard." But hey, y'all already know what it is. It's not reality. It's not truth. Just because you ain't moving and shaking like these people that, can I be real? Social media is a part of our life. And I think we get bamboozled. And I said it, we get bamboozled a lot, especially when you're in certain spaces. Like for my high achievers, you may be a leader on your job, a leader in your field. You might be a leader in your ministry, a leader in your business. And for my high achievers, you think that you got to be moving and shaking and baking every single day, every moment of every day of the day. And it's not rooted in reality. And so when social media is part of your everyday life, and that's what you're consuming, and you're not feeding your soul, you're not feeding who you truly meant to be, It's easy to feel insecure. It's easy to feel inadequate. It's easy to feel like you're not good enough or not valuable enough. Or, oh, I'm not doing enough. So I guess I'm not worth doing or worth living, right? So we got to understand that a lot of things are meant for us to feel inadequate. A lot of us are meant to feel insecure because we now, especially for my high achievers, you feel that because if you ain't moving and shaking and baking like others are, that means that you're not making progress or you're not growing or you're not moving, and that's not truth. Right now, I'm just knocking down all the lies and all the belief systems that I know that we sometimes may have. I'm knocking them down. I'm coming full throttle for them. Like, I'm not letting up on the lies. I'm not. And so we then begin to wear these masks. And then it is not until we get real honest and I gotta show you, I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Y'all gonna be mad at me, but I love y'all. Just know it's in love. Y'all know it's in love. It's all love. Y'all know it's love. We really think that the identity that we've created, the mask that we have worn for so long, right? We think, we think that that has given us value. And it takes something in our life to shake our world upside down to be like, dang, I got to reevaluate this. I got to reevaluate this situation. Because life, somebody lied. Either either I lied to, oh, excuse me, either I lied to myself or I believed a lie that someone told me. Because a lot of our expectations and a lot of the lies that we believe are not even our belief systems. And y'all know I love talking about belief system because you can tell a lot about a person's belief system on how they view the world. Yeah. You can tell a lot about a person by how they speak about their experience or the things they've gone through. You can tell a lot about a person by just watching patterns and behaviors that they do. And so we don't think that this affects us. We don't think our belief systems affects us. We don't think the mask we wear affect us. But can I tell y'all something? Can I tell y'all something? That it does. And it shows up. It shows up in our parenting. It shows up. So why do we wear masks? Why do we hide who we really are? Why do we hide the mistakes that we've made or the successes that we've gone through, but we don't really explain the process to the success? Why do we hide those parts of ourselves? Why do we hide those parts of ourselves? And we're like, we don't want nobody to know. And so when we show up only with parts of who we are. When we show up in different spaces, we only show up with parts of who we are. Right? The first one is fear of rejection. Put rejection in the comment. Rejection do not feel good. Rejection does not feel good at all. It sucks to be rejected. It sucks. It sucks to feel unwanted. It sucks to feel unloved. And so most people hide. One of the reasons they hide is because the fear of rejection. And when we're rejected, we go into protection mode. Oh, I got to protect myself. I don't want to feel this feeling no more. I don't want to feel how I'm feeling because that is it stinks. I remember I went. It was a speak off, and I got involved in in this competition, and it was for speakers. And I had an interview, and I had to do a 15-minute segment, a speaking segment of my topic. Y'all know I'm all about healing, recovery, living life after hurt, living life after trauma, and all that good stuff. And so that was what I was speaking on. And you couldn't tell me that I didn't kill it. I killed it. You couldn't tell me that I had put it down on that stage. You could not tell me, right? But what I received from the individuals that were either saying yes, that you will be a part of this major speak off, or no, they told me basically that because I didn't have the audience or I didn't have the following at that time, that I wasn't able to show up on that speak off. Do you know how I felt? I felt defeated. I felt like it was an attack on I felt like it was an attack on me personally. I felt like my life was over because I told you I felt like I killed it. And so I felt so devastated. I felt rejected. And with that rejection, it was like, well, what can I do to build my following up? Or what can I do? Or what can I say? Do I need to change how I speak? Do I need to change how maybe I'm coming off too exciting or passionate? Well, maybe I need to fall back because I was rejected. And so when you feel rejected, rejection hurts. Can we just sit with that truth right there? That rejection hurts no matter what type of rejection it is. Whether it's romantically, whether it's from a family member, whether it's from some you didn't get a job that you were looking for, that promotion. Come on now. We tend to we tend to feel that, and we'll deal with it and live with it, and we'll think it's us. We'll think it's a personal attack. We'll think that, oh man, I'm not good enough, or I'm not deserving enough. But that is a lie. You are good enough. You are deserving enough. You do have the skills to do what you do. But the truth is, rejection hurts. It hurts. And then we begin to create an image of ourselves around that rejection. Another reason why we wear a mask or we hide behind things or hide our true selves is we desire to fit in. I don't care who you are. I don't care what people try to say. You know, you have some people, they be like, oh, I don't care what nobody think of me. I don't care what they say. I don't care. I don't care. Can I tell y'all a secret? They do. Because we all want to feel accepted. Every human being on this earth wants to feel accepted, wanted, and loved. And if they say that they don't, they're lying. They are flat out lying to you, because everybody wants to feel like they're wanted. Everybody. So we desire to be accepted. We desire to fit in. And I'm not saying fit into the point of where you're doing extra stuff and being extra and doing outrageous stuff to fit in. No, I'm just talking about you want to fit in and feel accepted in your workspace, especially in families. Especially in families, you want to be loved in families. You want your family members, your mom, your pops, your cousin, and them, your daddy and them. You want them to accept you. But sometimes we get rejected. So we desire to fit in. And we desire to feel accepted. We decide it's a need it's a basic need in the human psyche. Like we want that. Another reason why we hide and we wear masks is because we are insecure. We have insecurities. Every last one of us. I got insecurities. You got insecurities. Your mama got secure insecurities. Your daddy and them got insecurities. Everybody got insecurities. We all have something that we do not like about us, and that is okay. That is okay. Because our insecurities is what makes us who we are. Hello? Then we have self-doubt about ourselves. Somebody in our life have told us that we couldn't achieve something or do something, or an experience that we've gone through have told us that we shouldn't have it or we shouldn't be this way. So we self-doubt. I am an ex perfectionist. I am an ex high achiever. I am an ex people pleaser. So I know what I'm talking about. And then I've been doing this for so long. I've been helping people transform from that shame and guilt and that self-doubt to living a life of transformation, being confident in who they are, flaws and all. We all have flaws. We all have weaknesses. We all have strengths. There's things that you can do that you can blow somebody out the water with. There's things that I can do that nobody can't touch me. And that's my strength. But I also have weaknesses. And I'm about to tell on myself. Check this out. One of my weaknesses is being consistent with something. Oh, goodness. If I don't have it on my calendar, if I don't have it written down, if I don't have like a map, a map of where I'm going, I won't be consistent in it. And that's a weakness that I have. So when I show up sometimes, I don't, okay, parts of me love social media. Parts of me can't stand social media. And sometimes the parts of me that can't stand social media, it keeps me away from social media and I won't be consistent in serving my community. That's me being real. That's real for you behind. And so with that, I have to understand that that is a weakness that I have. So with that weaknesses, with that self-doubt, with that insecurity that I have to be honest and say, what do I need to do or what do I need to set in place so I can overcome this weakness? See, there's a difference if you want to overcome those weaknesses that you may have in your life versus, oh, I'm comfortable with my weaknesses. I don't see no problem in it, right? If you're comfortable with your weaknesses, baby, I say stay where you at. I'm not going to force you to do nothing you don't want to do. But if you have weaknesses and you like, man, I get defensive sometimes. Or I know when, someone's speaking to me, I cut people off when they're talking, right? So when you have those weaknesses and you realize them and you have a self-awareness about it, what can I do differently the next time I'm in this situation or the next time this show up in my life? How can I overcome that? And so we wear masks when we think that our weaknesses is all who we are. I'm going to say that again. We will form a mask. We will hide who we are because we'll think that is our weaknesses is who we are. Your weakness is not who you are. It's just a weakness. You have strengths too. How about you live and claim those strengths that you have? Claim the things that you are strong in. And then you work out the weaknesses. You grow in your weaknesses. Don't just stay comfortable in the weaknesses unless you just want to be there, right? And the next reason why we fear rejection is we fear to be vulnerable. And I understand this is a big one. And I'm going to take my time with this one because I definitely can relate and I've experienced it. When you have been vulnerable to family members, when you have expressed your feelings, you have expressed your heart, you have loved, you have given a part of you that you probably never showed no one else. And then someone that you trusted with those feelings, with your experience, or whatever that it may have been, and then they take it and they throw it in your face, or they just misuse it or abuse it, it causes you not to want to be vulnerable with anybody. And that's when I don't trust people belief system come in at, or I can't trust anyone because you once were vulnerable with your emotions. You once was vulnerable with your weaknesses. And check this out. There are ways that you can vet people to see if they're trustworthy. There are ways that you can vet people that you can see, is this person a person that I could share this information with? Because I'm going to be honest, there are some weaknesses and emotions that you cannot share with everybody. But you should always have a safety support network. You always should have a network, a group of people in your life that if anything goes wrong, or if anything happens, that you can be vulnerable with, that you can be real with. At least one person in your life. But most time, we don't even go out our way to try to find that one person that we can trust because we have been hurt or been rejected. We won't allow ourselves to be vulnerable. But what I found out was that in my vulnerability is where I found my strength at. In my vulnerability, in my realness, in my truth is where I got the most freedom at. Because when you cannot be real about how you feel about a situation, or if you can't be real about how you feel about an experience, all it is, you're masking. You're masking the emotion, you're masking how you feel. And so we have to understand, we have to find at least one person in our life. At least one person in our life that we can really just be vulnerable with. And that could be a family member, coach, a counselor, or even a community. Because I got most of my healing on this journey of growth and self development. Most of my healing and me being vulnerable and strength and freedom came in community. Like you heal in community. You heal when you're around people that are real with you and you can be real with. Because you can't heal when you faking it. You can't grow when you faking. I'm going to say that again. You cannot heal if you faking it. You might get a little bit of freedom, but there's going to be a wall every time you're going to hit because you're not truly being 100% vulnerable. Right? Are y'all feeling what I'm putting down? If you are feeling what I'm putting down, go ahead and put a one in the comment. Go ahead and put a one in the comment. And I'm going to take my time with this last one. Another reason why we hide who we are and we wear masks is that we try to control how someone view us. Ooh, just say ouch. Just put ouch in the comment. just put ouch in the comment. Right? It's a need for control. We want to be appreciated, right? And so because we don't think that we're good enough, because we think that we're not deserving enough, we'll show all the best parts of who we are. We'll show because we want to control how that individual sees us. And we will literally believe that they are really into us, are really accepting us because of who we are. No, you done control the whole thing. Like Brown said, Medea, you done manipulated the person, right? Just say ouch. Just say ouch. I'm going to say ouch with you. And so we try to control how others view us. We'll control because our strengths gives us confidence. The things about us that we like about ourselves and we love about ourselves, it gives us a confidence. But the things that we don't like about ourselves, we won't share or we won't show up with that. And can I tell you is that should not be. And it's part of wearing a mask. It's part of not accepting who you really are. And so y'all here and you're like, Coach Felisha, I understand. I hear you. But I have to get y'all that it is time for us to remove the mask that we have been wearing to be accepted, to feel wanted, and to feel needed. Me included. Because I've been wearing a mask showing up to my community and to my peoples because I thought that my value was being a wife. I thought my value was being a good mother. I thought my value was running a business. And that's what I showed y'all. I created highlight reels for my life. And I gave that to y'all because I thought that's what y'all wanted from me and to accept me and to love me, right? But let me be real. Since we're unmasking some stuff, this is what Coach Felicia has been doing for the year of 2024. Removing the mask. Because I realized that I can't walk boldly in who I am and what I'm meant to do and the people that I'm meant to speak to and the people that I'm meant to serve if I'm wearing a mask. I can't serve you and I can't be the person to encourage you, to motivate you if I'm wearing a mask myself. So I had to realize and take a step back. I had to take a step back from y'all and I had to say, dang, I need to get truthful with me. And that's where it starts. Being honest with who you are. The good, the ghetto, and the glow up. I'm going to say that again. Accepting all of who you are. The good, the ghetto, and the glow up. So accept the bad parts of who you are. Your weaknesses. Accept the good parts of who you are, the good about you. And then accept those that glow up. The glow up is your growth, your healing. If you can sit here and say, I'm not the person I am 10 years ago, or I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago, heck, you're not the same person you was yesterday. If you can say that, baby, you're doing a damn good job. And I said what I said. right? So we have to understand that's where I had to do the work in to remove the mask of expectations, remove the mask of the perfectionist, remove the mask of the high achiever, remove the mask of the people pleasing. People deserve the word no. Everybody say it with me. No. And you don't have to explain why you say no. For my people pleasers in the back. You don't have to go in detail why you're saying no. You don't have to be there for everybody. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm tapping the mic. Hello? My people pleasers. I'm not ganging up on you. I'm just telling you with love. People deserve the word no, and it's okay. It's okay. My perfectionist people, it does not have to be perfect because you're going to continue to wait for it to be perfect and it will never be perfect. There's a lot of programs and courses and ideas that I've had in my businesses since I've been in business for the past 6 to 7 years. And I did not do them because why? I was waiting for it to be perfect. It will never be perfect. And you won't know if it will be received because you ain't never put it out there. You have gifts, you have talents, you have so much in you that you're so afraid to share with other people because you fear rejection. You fear that it won't be accepted. And I get it. It's scary. In a world full of people, there are mean people out here in this world. There are hurtful people in this world. I gotta say this. There are hurtful people in this world. And then there's people that pretend that they're for you, and then they really are not. Yes, they're out here. But there are people that is for you. Just for you. There's something that is in you that you have for them, whether it's your art, your creativity, your music, whatever that you have that you're meant to put out to this world. But we're so worried about that maybe I'm not good enough or maybe they're not going to accept me that we're mask it and we're downplay our greatness. You'll be in a room full of people and you'll be the dopest person in the room. You would be the dopest person in the room, but you will put on a mask and you will shrink down because you're afraid that you won't be accepted. I know that was for somebody. I know that was for somebody. You are the dopest person in the room, but nobody never knows that you are the dopest because you shrink, you hide. Come on. I should end the live right here. I should end it right here because I know who I'm talking to. So we're going in a whole new year, 2025. No, we're not wearing no mask in 2025. We're going to remove the mask in 2024. We're going to do the work. We're going to be real with ourselves. We're going to get honest with ourselves. And then when 2025 hit, we're going to walk boldly in who we are. No matter in spite of if they don't like you, in spite of if they talk about you, in spite of, you are going to show up boldly, mistakes and all, flaws and all, because you dope in real life. You ain't dope just on social media. You ain't dope just because somebody hear you speak. You ain't dope because they hear you on your podcast. No, you dope in real life. So With that being said, for all my dope people, for all my dope people in the world, Coach Felicia just like put you up on the spots and just told you what it was. And that's what we're doing. We're removing the mask. Nobody we don't got time for that no more. We don't got time for that no more. We're done. We're done with the people pleasing. We're done with the perfectionists. We're done with it. It's like I just had a song in my head. It was like y'all remember on Dream Girls, like move, move on out of my life. You better move. That's what we doing. Right? So I'm doing a webinar, an online event, November 21st, 2024, the week before Thanksgiving. I'm doing an event called Removing the Mask 2024. And I want y'all to go ahead and register. I want y'all to go register, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat, in the comments. I want y'all to understand that this is going to be beneficial because I'm going to go more into depth on how we're going to remove the mask, the steps that's needed to be taken for you to remove the mask, right? Because we don't got time. Oh, excuse me. We don't have time anymore to be wearing masks. So I'm dropping the link down in the comments. Go ahead and register. Fill out the form and register for Removing the Mask 2024. And we're going to have a time. We're going to have a ball because we are not going in 2025. We're not going, hey, we're not going in 2025 like this. Okay? So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know that it's all love here. Y'all gonna be like, Coach Felisha, why are you always yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you, baby. It's passion. Because I care for you and I love you for real. And I know that you dope for real. And so go ahead, register. And I'll see y'all another time. I love y'all and y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Peace.